How are you all doing? I hope you had a fantastic day. So, today we will be discussing a brand new topic called Why Do Most Filipinas Prefer Foreigners Over Their Own Countrymen? Let's get started. So, nowadays you can see and hear Filipina girls looking for foreign boyfriends on social media. And I am pretty sure you've had a lot of Filipinos adding you on Facebook. And, well, you can't deny that it feels good to be added by Filipinas, knowing that you have their attention, right? Nonetheless, behind every add friend button on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other social media platform, we are still suspicious, wondering why she or they would add you, right? And I've mentioned in my previous videos that Filipinos are caring, compassionate, and so on and so forth. But I also won't deny that there are some Filipinos out there who are scammers, who prey on your emotions and insecurities in order to steal money from you. Simply be cautious at all times. However, there are Filipinos out there who are looking for love and a partner with whom they can share their future. So here in the Philippines, it is very common to hear on TV or even on Facebook about a girl getting pregnant by a Filipino and the Filipino guy avoiding the responsibilities. In the Philippines, the proportion of single mother is increasing, and I'm not saying that most Filipinos are irresponsible, but there is a perception among Filipinos that they are. There are also men who can provide for their children despite the fact that both parents are divorced. Filipinas, for the most part, seek and desire to be with a foreigner for a variety of reasons. When Filipinos are with foreigners, they feel secure and stable, and they have a high social status. Why am I saying this? Because it is already ingrained in our minds here in the Philippines that foreigners are very responsible and take care of their girlfriend or wife, and are dedicated parents who take care of their children and family. Regardless of your situation, whether you are separated or divorced, we think of foreigners as people not avoiding their responsibilities to their children. We regard you, gentlemen, as someone who is always accountable. But, of course, there are some foreigners out there who simply want to spread their seeds and have nothing to do with the planted seeds, right? And for the Filipinos, it is also about the social status that foreigners bestow on their wives. This is due to the perception of foreigners as wealthier and more successful than Filipino men. And if that girl has a foreign man in the Philippines, her status has just risen from living in an average or less than average home to being able to afford a house and lot and even starting their own business. It also assists women in becoming more financially self-sufficient and capable of providing for their extended family. Women who marry foreigners are often perceived as more successful and accomplished than those who do not. Many women, particularly those with limited educational opportunities, believe that they must marry foreign men because they are richer and have more money than Filipino men. Unfortunately, Filipinos have a deeply ingrained mindset, deeply ingrained in our culture, that the only way to make a lot of money is to go overseas. This is why these Filipino women believe that all foreign men are wealthy enough and that by marrying one, they will have a much better life. Then there are Filipinas who want a mixed child because being a mixed baby in the Philippines means you will attract a lot of attention from your community. In the Philippines as well, you are regarded as the most precious and beautiful child. And as you can see in the pageant industry in the Philippines, as well as those Filipinas competing in Miss World and other competitions, the majority of them are either from wealthy families or are daughters of interracial couples. And when they enter the pageant world, you can see the exotic beauty that they exude. Furthermore, when I was with Paul in Bio 1, we spoke to a mother with one Filipino child and the other a mixed child. And the mixed child received almost all the attention, whereas the pure Filipina child received almost no attention. For the most part, that child was ignored. Basically, they treated the mixed child like a king. There is some favoritism between a pure Filipino baby and a mixed baby. Mixed babies often have more opportunities than pure Filipina babies. Another point is that Filipinas desire to experience a different kind of love when it comes to relationship. Filipinas, for the most part, are looking for a partner who they believe can provide them with security. We want a guy who makes us feel like we are their only one, not just a passing fancy. And we want a type of love where the man won't get bored by our personality, even if at times we are quite complex or even for the most part. And we want to know that we are cared for and loved, just as we love and care for you. We just don't want the type of relationship that ends after a few months and then he goes off and hooks up with someone else. Because we want to feel special. But then again, who doesn't, right? So, being in a multicultural relationship can teach us things about ourselves that we did not previously know. Seeing the world through the eyes of your partner can be an eye-opening and help us better understand ourselves. And it can also assist us in learning more about your culture and traditions. So in general, foreigners are less controlling and more appreciative than average Filipinos. And of course, there are wonderful Filipinos out there that make great partners, but for an average girl, they're very hard to find. And those Filipinos have the pick of the litter. So when we see foreigners and have a chance at them, it feels like we won big time for all the reasons mentioned so far. So when Western women ask, where have all the good men gone? My answer is, they're in the Philippines. Welcome to my country and enjoy the beauty here, both human and natural. Remember to always be kind and good, and karma won't be a bitch to you. So, thank you to each and every one of you who keeps on watching my videos. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day.